Tingle, tingle, Kaloo Limpa! Previously on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Bad idea is bad, just saying. Yeah. There's a pair of these? What? No, there's a pair of Deku nuts. There's only one. Anyway.
Look, it's not my fault if you get too close and it grabs you.
Oh, excuse me.
Howdy guys, I'm Silent09 and we're back with more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Hope y'all are doing well, and I hope y'all are ready for another wild ride, because this is gonna be crazy! Yeah! I honestly did not plan that. That was kind of one of those accidental falls, or actually it was more like a swim, I guess. Like run into the wall. Oh well. So, the next area we gotta head to in the temple is actually down below here. No, we don't need to be talking to no shellblade. Or a clam, I guess that's what they are, but their name, I think, is shellblade, if I remember correctly. Either way, excuse me, I don't care to meet them or greet them. So I have no interest in knowing them personally.
You know about the octorock, right?
Well, yeah, who doesn't? I mean, they've been in, like, almost every Zelda game, practically, but go ahead, proceed.
Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted by Silent S,
Hey!
all you have to do is deflect that rocket spits out.
Yeah, I suppose so. I reckon that's all you gotta do. Although over time, I think that attribute or trait actually... Whoa. One hit wasn't enough? Wow. When did octoroks get all beastie on me? Holy poop. That's a shocker to me. Usually it's just one shot, but anyway. I did it again. I said to myself, you're not going to use the word anyway, anyhow, or any-who in any of your sentences, and I just did. What I was trying to say is, anyway, did it again. There we go. Oh, lordy. It's going to be one of those days, is it? Those octorok guys that... those octorok guys... If you guys remember, we actually ran into them. You little troll, you're gonna wait till I come over there. Back in the shooting gallery of Clocktown, we actually did indeed kind of face those. We've seen those enemies, I guess is what I'm trying to say. However, they don't exactly, they're not actually enemies to you, you know. We also saw another form of octorok, which is really, I think it was like more octocrock instead of octorok. You know, if you get it right, I mean, one's fatter than the other, but anyway, we won't get into details of who's slimmer and who's doing slim fast and who isn't, you know. Alrighty, so in this room you'll find a couple of chew jellies. One's gonna give arrows, that's him. And his little green buddy here is gonna give green potions. We've actually never run into the arrow chew jellies yet. And that's, they're kind of our first time running into them, so it's kind of a cool thing, I guess. So let's go ahead and leave here and enter this room, because this is the room we want to head into. Oh, crap. Well, maybe it wasn't. Uh-oh. Oh, lovely. Look at this room. Oh, man. Smells like dirty wet wipes. Look at all this nasty sewage. Oh, my gosh. Man, what the fudge? I always feel like somebody's watching me. Ew. It's creepy! Well, actually not really creepy. But you see what I mean. It's just, ugh. That's right, folks. This is Wart, I guess is the name, if my understanding is correct. The way to go about this is you have to get rid of these bubbles. There's a lot of different ways you can do this, actually. I'm going to choose to use bombs in this case, just because it's more fun to watch things go boom than it is to sit here and shoot arrows at it. Anywho, I just did it again, sorry. As you can see, by using bombs, it kind of helps chase off a bunch of them. It doesn't actually get rid of the bubbles, because you have to actually strike them twice, but that's usually why I try to do it in pairs. The other reason I like bombs is because whenever he has his eye open, Wart, I mean, ow, he does actually take damage, you know, if his eye is open and the bomb is actually blasting him. The only downside to it is, he doesn't always have his eye open, and of course you're gonna be stuck here with tons of bubbles smacking you around unless you use your shield, which is really not the ideal way of going about this. You don't want to be on the defensive. At least not yet, anyway, with all these bubbles, because they're not really all that much of a threat. As you can see, the most damage they do is like a fourth of damage each time. Alright, come on now. Take that bomb. Eat it! Ugh. Come on, can't you see what I'm doing to you? I'm trying to hurt you. Can't you just take the pain like a regular eyeball should? Although normally eyes don't float and they don't have tons of bubbles in your eye. Oh crap, I'm out of bombs, oh well. Alright, well the other way to go about this is to simply use your sword. Kind of do like a spin attack, I guess. I don't know why I'm having trouble doing the quick spin. I still haven't figured out that problem yet, guys. Like seriously, I'm spinning, I'm rotating the... Okay, there it goes. That's weird. Now it decides to work out of all the times. Ugh, that's annoying. I suppose arrows would be a better option, probably, but then again, once you run out of those, you run out, you know, it's not much to it. Come here, you. Yeah, goodbye. Eventually, you're probably going to have to get rid of the bubbles anyway, so I guess it's kind of ideal that you do get rid of these. But they are kind of, it's just kind of like, well, I want to get to the main meat and potatoes. I don't want to have to deal with this frivolous thing. Well, there you go. Sometimes this game makes it, or games make it to where you have to deal with little tedious tasks, such as like getting rid of bubbles. You know what? I haven't done the one guy that I love doing whenever bubbles are involved. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles! I like bubbles. And I just spit on myself. Nice. Oh, totally missed that. Nice. Alright. Come on, spin! I'm rotating the control stick, Link. Ugh. This is gonna take forever. I swear to goodness. Well, at least that's why I figured I'd... Ooh, I got bombs. Nice. Okay, here we go. Let's get bombs a little closer. And closer. Yes! Finally! Okay, now we're talking. That's how we use bombs, baby. Oh, yeah. Alright, so, as you can see, now we've officially ticked Wart off to the point of where he is now no longer floating. He is now going to continue ramming the room randomly as his way of throwing a temper tantrum, I suppose. I don't know why he does that. I mean, the floating thing was working pretty good for him for a little bit. Who knows? We have a strange way of going about things when we lose our temper, I suppose, you know? Unfortunately, I haven't quite understood how he's not hurting himself, because he's nothing but like an eye, really. Oh, jeez. Anywho, I just did it again. The second part of this fight, as you can see, is we're just gonna have to take him out. We don't have to worry about the bubbles anymore. That's usually the easier part of the fight, so just be sure you steer clear of him, because he does explode at the end like you saw there. Hopefully my capture card didn't, like, freeze or anything. So now that we've defeated Wart, which is like the mini-boss, isn't like, it is, the mini-boss of this temple, let's see what we get. Oh yeah, buddy. Here we go. Now we're talking. We got ice arrows! Aw, man, really? Is that all we got? Well, at least we can freeze enemies and try it everywhere, I suppose. You know, maybe we can smack it against the wall and it'll, like, do stuff. Who knows? Actually, ice arrows in this game have become a lot more useful than they were in Ocarina of Time. You know, as opposed to just getting them from the Gerudo Thieves' hideout training ground. You can actually use this to freeze enemies and do some massive damage, of course, like fire arrows would. We're like, okay, well, what's the point of that? Why not just use fire arrows to do the job? Or better yet, just use regular arrows. Well, my good friends, you're going to find out in just a moment the wondrous things you can do. Okay, you know what? I have a better way of getting rid of this guy. Hold up your shield, and boom, he just runs into it like a dumbbutt. I don't know what I was thinking before trying to hit him with a freaking arrow when he was, like, crawling all over the pipe like some kind of cockroach. Ugh, nasty little thing. I know, you're gonna, ouch, you're gonna tell us about how we can freeze this guy. Voila! There's one of our features we can do with ice arrows, ladies and gentlemen. And that, ooh, you little, that was dirty. That was a blow, dude, seriously. That's like you, like, smacked me in the nuts, practically, with a baseball, basically. You were pitching me a real slugger ball. Anyhow. We just stop with the anywho's and the anyways and... never mind, whatever. The reason we come up here, and the reason we had the ice arrows, is because we needed to push the switch. Again, push, not pull. You know, it's like that Corbin Blue song. Or actually, no, it's not Corbin Blue. Yeah, it is Corbin Blue. I was thinking of a different song. I was actually thinking of Salt and Pepper in my mind. I was thinking, push it. But Corbin Blue does sing a song that goes, push it to the limit, limit. Yeah, anyway. I did it again. I freaking did it again. What is wrong with me? Seriously. Do I need a dictionary? Yes, I do, probably. But, what the... Is he seriously nomming the... Oh my gosh, that shellblade was like nomming the centerpiece. Anyway, I'm not... Ugh, why? But freaking mouth, just stop. Vocal cords, I'm going to cut you off if you don't stop. Stop using that word. It's just... It's like using the word like. Ugh. Well, now that we have ice arrows, we can actually visit some places that we couldn't visit before. However, before... Ugh, like stuttered there. Before we proceed on with areas such as that waterfall near that ladder, we're going to actually revisit this room with the compass. And you're going to find out why in a second here. I'm going to, like, die soon. Can we get some arrows? Thank you. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this, or grab out a hook shot, take us over here to save us some ice arrow usage. And we're going to go ahead and use ice arrows on the water. Now watch this. Booyah. Now this only will work really on certain, like, really clear water. It won't actually work on places like, say, the, as far as I know it won't. The swamp, I want to say. You know, the swamp water and all that. I don't think it will anyway, because it's, one, it's not deep enough, and two, you know, it's not exactly clear water, so, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can freeze murky water, or mucky, muddy water, and I'm like trying to push out the possibility of doing so just because I haven't actually tried it, you know. That's something you have to learn not to do, is being careful not to, like, knock something before you try it. Alright, you, goodbye. Speaking of knocking and not trying, I'm gonna pull this. Haha, the one switch I can pull. How many of you have ever tried making Rice Krispie Treats? And this is kind of out of the like realm of, like, I did it again. I did the like curse. This is out of the realm of obscureness, but obscure is kind of something I do best, it seems. Yeah. What was I going with this? Earlier I was actually cutting out some Rice Krispie Treats because that's what I'm doing for my family. Basically, is I'm making little treats for because I have a very low budget, so I can't exactly just go out and shop or shop online for the family. So alternatively, what I do is I just bake treats, and this year I chose for one of my treats is to make Rice Krispies. And I have to say, them things are a pain to deal with. I'm not kidding you. It's every little segment of Rice Krispie sticks to your fingers if it has marshmallow / butter on it, because that's what you use. You use Rice Krispies, the cereal actually, butter and marshmallows. That's all it is. It's really easy to make, but it is also it's a sticky fest. It's really like you get sticky fingers. I mean, you're guaranteed to walk out of the kitchen with Rice Krispie chunks stuck all over your fingers. It's a nitty-gritty feeling, and it's just ugh. So I guess, what was I saying? I was saying the question of the video, yeah. How many of you have made Rice Krispies? Leave it in the comments if you have. If you haven't, have you tried Rice Krispie Treats? Even if they're not homemade, if they're store-bought. Do you like them? What's your favorite kind? Etc, etc. I mean, get creative if you want to. Alright, so we're revisiting this room, of course, now that we have the ability to walk across water. Just walk on water. By using the ability to freeze chunks of ice together in the water. And we are climbing over here, and I believe this is, oh, I just remember which room this is. This would be a real fun treat. Lovely. Let me get my fire arrows out here while I get my computer to get off of standby mode here. Thank you. We're gonna go ahead and melt the ice. Ah, Mr. Heat Miser, I'm Mr. Sun. Oh no. Oh, hello! You look familiar. Don't I know you? Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh, look at all the bubbles in here, man. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles! I like bubbles! Oh, Although these bubbles are mean. Ugh, get out of the way. You know what? You know what? Here, I got one for you. No, I didn't want to hook the shot the freaking bubble. Here, I want to hook shot him so I can slice his butt. Oh, lovely. Great. Yeah, this part of the fight is a bit of a pain, honestly, to deal with. What you're going to want to do is you're going to kind of walk across the center. If you see that shadow shake, you're going to want to roll away from it, as far away as you can. Then you're going to aim up, shoot an ice arrow, crash. Hold up your shield just in case you happen to be underneath it, because you'll protect yourself from getting hit by, excuse me, any of the ice shards that fly off of it. You know, I mean, think about it. Frozen water just probably, I'd imagine it probably wouldn't feel very good being smacked in your face or your eye, for that matter. I would not advise, by the way. Oh, geez, he still smashed me. Well, so much for the shield trick. I would not advise trying to freeze the bubble as it's drooping down, because it'll just turn into a glob and melt away. It won't actually stay frozen. I guess I should show. This is what happens when you get caught. He puts you in the bubble and he like punches you around like he's like some kind of sumo wrestler or fighter, and then wham. It varies on damage, as far as I know, how much damage he does. So it's kind of a it's not entirely bad to get caught in the bubble, but it's just annoying as all get out if you're trying to fight a fair fight against this frog. You know, we're kind of a land creature. We're not exactly a sea creature. We can't exactly breathe in water while we fight away. Alright, you're toast. Goodbye. Awesome sauce. Ah, another frog. Very interesting. We'll have to keep that in mind for later. Doo-doo-doo. In here we go. Aha! And this is how we get to the boss key. Nice. Oh, okay. The lock is on this side, dude. Come on, open up. Yay! Boss key time. Ooh, chicka, ooh, chicka, ooh, ooh, ooh. We get the boss key! We can now enter the chamber of the boss lords. Sweet! Alrighty, I think that's enough accomplishments for this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Love you all very much. Please don't let your tail slap, and peace out.